Well, thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
We're excited to
Thanks
have
for
you.
having us.
And so we were reading online that you guys are going on tour like in a matter of days.
Yes.
So who exactly are you going on tour with?
We're going to be heading out with our good friends Forever the Sickest Kids and this band called The Ready Set.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a lot of fun. We've toured with them a few times, and it's always a blast. So
Yeah.
it's always interesting.
How are the crowds on the East Coast different than the West Coast? Is there a difference? Yeah.
It depends on who you're playing with, I think. And I think these shows are going to be really fun. I think they're going to be really good. Since the Ready Set's from the Midwest, I feel like his draw will be really good over there, and I think these shows are going to do pretty well.
No, it'll be a lot of fun. Like, something that you notice a lot about playing on the East Coast that you don't normally on the West Coast is that you'll see a lot of the same kids, like, for, like, 5 shows. Because everything's within, like, a few hours of each other, so, like, you'll see, like, the same 10 people go to, like, Boston, New York, Connecticut, because it's all within driving distance.
Do you start to remember those people?
Oh, definitely. For sure.
Then you become, like, BFFs.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of really, really close friends, you know, just out of kids that we see all the time. You know, it's really cool to be out on the road and just see people consistently come out to see you. You know.
Is there a different energy when you're playing a tour with friends, people that you've met before, versus people that you've never toured with?
Definitely. Yeah, you know, it's kind of an interesting thing, you know, because we've been on tours, you know, where every band, I feel like, you know, kind of like goes and does their own thing, and then there's been times, you know, like where we spend like as much time as we can with a band. You know, either way, it's always fun because, you know, it's always going to come down to just who's inside your van, I guess, but it's always fun, you know, just make friends with the other band and hang out and just go do stuff, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. And you guys have an album coming out soon too, right?
We do.
And what's it called?
Brother. And we don't have a specific release date for it yet.
Okay.
But it will, this summer. It's going to be coming out hopefully sometime in August. Late August is when we're aiming for. Brother. And then this Tuesday on June 22nd, we have a single coming out called Never Gonna Let This Go, which is the first single off that album, which will be really cool.
Very cool. And I know that the Carey brothers had a little hand in the album too, right?
Yes,
It's actually, it's Carey Brothers.
Carey brothers.
And that's actually something that, like, really confused me. I remember, like,
too.
when I first heard about it, it's like, yeah, you're gonna go work with Carey Brothers. And I was like, oh, we're gonna go work with them? And it's like, oh, it's like, so funny. Like, I never thought about it.
I never thought of that either.
Yeah. That's just his name. No, but, yeah, he did. We wrote a song with him, and he is really just a really great person, just a great musician. Like, he's really fun to be around.
Cool.
Now, we were checking out kind of like some of your guys' songs, and we saw a pretty cool acoustic cover of Taylor Swift's Love Story. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
And then I heard that there was another. Why don't you tell us about like how you kind of came to cover that one, and then the covers that you're doing now?
Well, you know, it's kids always like. I feel like I don't know. I always hear a song that I like, and it's just like, oh, I want to learn how to play that, and then it just kind of goes from there. And kids, you know, they just take really well to those kinds of things. You know, it's like with this Taylor Swift cover. You know, our friend releases these compilations called Rock and Romance, and he just asked us to pick a song and play one. So Love Story was the first one that we did, and then the one that's going to be on the new one is we did a Postal Service song called Such Great Heights, and it was a lot of fun. We just made
got to pick that?
Yeah. So we just chose love songs that
What were some of the other ones we were thinking about doing? Because we had like a small little list going. There's some really funny ones on there.
Oh yeah, there was tons. I'm pretty sure I put Fantasy by Mariah Carey on there. And like a few different ones. I was mainly trying to like think of songs that came out in the 90s just because I personally feel like the best love songs came out in the 90s.
Is there any chance of those songs ever getting released, or is those like band secrets now?
No, we haven't gone into that quite yet. But if we ever do record covers of those songs, they will definitely be released.
They will see the light of day.
Yeah.
You can do your own 90s cover CD.
Yeah, so not a bad
That'd be awesome.
You're helping us brainstorm.
I do what I can. Are you guys still down for doing a song?
Yeah,
awesome. We'll get set up with that. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you guys for having us.